Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? This is Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Unboxing today. A long awaited unboxing. It's coming from Knife Country, USA. Knife Country, USA. Here we go. And doing the unboxing today is my modified Smoky Mountain Knife Works Artisan Cutlery Sharp. Absolutely loving it. I would have to say it's one of my smoothest knives out of all my knives. Let me see. It's also one of the sharpest too. Trying not to damage the box. Get the wrapping out the way. Artisan Cutlery, 1707 GDBK, Damascus, steel blade sharp, Framelock, knife with black titanium handle. That's what this is. Here we go. Brand new from Knife Country, USA. Josh at Knife Country, USA. Thank you, Josh. And for those of you that don't know, I already had this one, but when I received it, it wasn't perfect. It had a blade that was overground on one side, so I contacted Josh at Knife Country USA, and he told me to send it back to him. And that's what we did, and this is the replacement. That's the reason why it's been taking so long to get this one. And Josh has been an awesome person to work with. Highly recommend Knife Country USA. That's sort of how you can tell the caliber of a online dealer by the way that they handle, things that need to be returned and replaced. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay, well let's get into the little stuff here. The pouch. We all know about the pouch by now. The cloth. The warranty card. And your specifications card. Let's read the specifications card, even though we already know what everything is. Model 1707 GD type Framelock. Blade steel Damascus. Blade hardness 5860 HRC. Handle material titanium. Structure ceramic ball bearing. And like you guys have heard me say before, I love the way Artisan Cutlery does stuff. They definitely got a lot of style. Here we go, let's take a look at it. This one has carbon fiber inlay handle on one side. Oh, the blade on this one's perfect. There's the carbon fiber. Black titanium Framelock. It has a stop and the what do you call it, the hardened steel piece for the frame lock. This should be a 4mm blade. We don't know yet. We haven't checked it out. This is my first one with the titanium frame. I'm absolutely loving it so far. Absolutely loving it. Absolutely loving it. This is the other one that I expected to go into my drawer. because I knew I was going to like it. When I saw it, when I saw this one, I fell in love with it when I saw it on the internet. I just knew it was going to have to be in my rotation drawer. I might have to get another one to collect. I might have to contact Josh and see if I can get another one. Because I'm really digging it. Haven't even opened it up yet. And I already know this is going in the drawer, so I'm going to put this box away. I like the Shark. The Shark is a cool knife to me. And the reason why I like it is not because I think it's the safest knife or the greatest knife or anything like that. I like it because the blade shape is such a useful blade shape. I can picture it being used for all sorts of purposes. Other than just a self-defense folder. It's actually got, you know, a really good usable blade shape. Absolutely love the Shark. Okay, here we go. Let's see how it fires. Let's take it for a ride. Ride on the wild side. Oh, so smooth. Get a look at that Damascus blade. This is real Damascus too. And it's supposed to be made out of VG10. That's what Knife Center says. They say that Artisan's Damascus for their folding knives is made out of VG10. It's a VG10 Damascus. So it should be able to hold a really nice edge too. And be stainless. Absolutely love it. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful blade? I think it's absolutely beautiful. This one's $187. But then you get the 5% discount if you use the KC USA. I think I paid $178. I'm going to say $178, something like that. This is the most beautiful Shark that I've ever seen. Now, I've seen all the other ones too. There's a couple other ones I was interested in. I was sort of interested in the one with the fancy green hand, what they call fancy green handles. And it has like a paisley, I don't know, it's like a hippie sort of pattern on it. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it looked kind of cool. I thought that was kind of cool just because it was so different looking. That the handle, the pattern that they put on the handle. But this one, this is beautiful. See, this is something I can carry to work too. Absolutely love it. And it is smooth. It's buttery smooth. Beautiful knife. Now this one, this is probably the smoothest Shark out of all the Sharks. It's the Smoky Mountain Knife Works Shark that I have. Look at that. This knife is buttery smooth. And I'm not a big liner lock fan, but I just like I do like manipulating this knife and opening and closing it and fit, you know, and it's a great knife for fidgeting. And it's just really good to look at. It's like eye candy. It's just a beautiful knife. You know, sort of like the CRKT, the Ritual. I would call that an eye candy knife too. And this sort of falls in the same category to me as far as like, you know, I wouldn't carry this because it's a little bit too flashy for me. I like carrying, you know, black knives that aren't too flashy, and I don't know. It's just too flashy for me, but I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's bring in a couple other ones here. Comparison. This was the first one. The one I got for 52 bucks. And the next ones I bought were the brass and the copper one. This is the copper one, but this one's unmolested. I didn't modify this one. This one's the way it came from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. This is another exclusive from Smoky Mountain Knife Works. This one's really heavy. I think it was like 6.6 ounces. But there they are. And now they have the RPM 9. RPM 9 now. And you know what? I'm going to have to get those too. The RPM 9 ones. I'm going to have to get those. But they got like an all blacked out RPM 9, and it has I think it's Burgundy Micarta handle scales. Beautiful. Oh, and that's just a Smoky Mountain Knife Works exclusive. I think you can only get those at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. One thing that's really cool about Knife Country USA, they got the knives that nobody else really has. I mean, like the ones with the Damascus steel and like this is that was the only place I found this model. And it feels awesome in hand. Let's weigh it out and see how much it weighs. It feels really light. Okay. Let's start off with the heaviest one first. 6.6 ounces for the copper one, for the copper shark. The next heaviest one should be this one, the brass shark. 6.3 ounces. I was saying 6.2 the other day, now it's saying 6.3, so it's probably around the borderline. The next one up is the first one I got. This is the budget shark. 4.3 ounces. Okay, I have a funny feeling this one's, well actually no, that's right. It goes that'd be the heaviest. This is gonna be, I think this is gonna be the lightest one. 4.0. 4.0. Awesome. All the ones with the titanium handles have all been lighter than the budget versions with the G10 and stainless steel liners. Absolutely love these blades. These are some awesome blades. Awesome. I love the sharks. I love the sharks. This one's going to be the one that I actually probably carry. Out of all these, this is going to be the one that gets carried. I've been taking the waistline to work a lot. The waistline is an awesome knife to take to work because that you totally forget it's in your pocket. I mean, it's so lightweight, and the shape of it, you just totally forget it's in your pocket. Awesome knife. I can't wait to take this one to work because I think this is going to be an awesome knife for work too. Let's see how sharp it is. Now this one is a factory edge. It's not like the Smoky Mountain Knife Work ones where I think they worked over the edge a little bit. This one's this one's straight from the factory. So let's see what this one's like. Damascus steel, VG10 Damascus. It's sharp. Oh yeah, that's real sharp. And like I said, this is a factory edge. I'm going to compare it to the Smoky Mountain Knife Works. They're both really sharp. The Smoky Mountain Knife Works brass one that I modified. This one's so sharp, it's like stupid sharp. Now this one's probably going to be the dullest one. This is the budget one. This is the budget one. Let me see if we got any more paper here left. Let's see what it does today. Yeah, it could use a little touching up there. Awesome knives. The sharks rock in my book. I love the sharks. I love the waistlines, and I love the hornets. And there's a couple more that I tried. I haven't made videos of them, but I sort of tried them all first. I tried all the budget versions, and the ones I like the best are the ones that you see in front of you, the sharks, the waistlines, and the hornets. Because first I got like a budget version of each one. Of the 4-inch blade ones, that is. Oh, we gotta see what the thickness is, huh? Let's see what the thickness is. Let's see what the thickness is. Let's try not to make the video too long. Zeroed out. Okay. I'm expecting it to be 4 millimeter. Let's see what it's gonna be. It says 3.8. Maybe this one's a little bit. Maybe it's because Damascus. This one's thinner. I bet you that's what's happening. Damascus steel might be a little bit more expensive. Here we go. Oh no, wait, that's wrong. Is it 4? It's not 4.2. There we go. 3.81. So this one has the same thickness as all these because these are all 3.82. Oh. 3.81. That one says 3.9. I know they're all 3.8. So I was expecting this one to be 4 millimeters though, but it's not. You know, that's probably one reason why it's so light too. This one feels like super light. This one feels like a very nice EDC knife. Out of all of these, this would be the one I'd want to carry. The reason why is I have a lot more faith in a Framelock than I do the liner lock. But I'm just being honest. But I really love the way these look too. And these are nice. And you know, this flipper will protect your finger a little bit. You know, it'll protect your fingers a little bit. But I wouldn't put too much faith in it. But you know, it'll protect your finger a little bit. It's better than not having it there, that's for sure. But this one has a Framelock, and with Framelocks, as long as you're holding on to it and putting pressure on the lock bar, you're keeping it behind the blade tang, and it won't fail on you. That's one thing that the Framelock has over a liner lock. That if you're not holding on to it properly, though, these can fail, just like a liner lock. So you just got to be aware of that, and when you're using it, have a good grip. Don't have a flimsy grip on it. If you're doing something that's really, you know, hard or whatever, you know, that requires that, you know, you have to worry about the blade becoming unlocked. This is a beautiful knife. I really love this blade. This blade is beautiful. I don't know if you're able to see all the layers in it, but that's beautiful. That's real Damascus. It's not some fake finish or something like that. That's real Damascus you're looking at. It's polished. I love it. And I love the carbon fiber inlay too. Look at that. That's real carbon fiber. It's not fake carbon fiber. And this is a titanium Framelock with the hardened steel insert. It's awesome. 187 people, 187. And use the KC USA code and get the 5% off. Make it 178. I think this out of all the sharks that are made, I think this is the nicest one. Point blank. And they make this with a silver finish too. If you don't like a black finish, you also make it with a silver finish. And I think KC USA has those too. Knife Country USA. These are so smooth. But the smoothest one though so far is this one. And you know what? This one is probably the reason why it probably is the smoothest, you know, even over this one or any of the others, is because this one, as you know, we totally took it apart and totally lubed it up with, you know, real, you know, with good gun grease, with Militech grease and oil, and put it all back together. And the parts fit perfectly. And everything fit back together perfectly, and everything just lined up perfectly. Even when this one gets a little bit loose, it still stays centered. It's only when it gets really loose it starts to float a little bit. And it does become loose. If you sit and fidget with it, it will become loose. I'm always tightening it up. But I haven't put Loctite in it because I like being able to take apart things and stuff like that. But if you don't like taking apart things, I would Loctite the pivot screws on the Sharks. Pretty much on all the Artisans so far, my Hornets and my waistlines, they all come loose too, but I Loctite those. Because those I take to work and I don't want it to come loose while I'm at work. I don't have to deal with it at work. So those I use blue, didn't use red Loctite, I use blue Loctite. But this one's not going to work. This will be around, you know, this is my gentleman's knife. Let's say that. This is my gentleman's knife. That's why I started thinking of the Shark. I think it was a really nice gentleman's knife. Especially this one. This one's awesome. I bet you really be nice in silver too, or the silver titanium finish. I bet you that would be really cool too. Maybe that's the one I should get next, because I already got the black one. Absolutely love these. So this is a beautiful knife. The first one I got was beautiful too. Only the problem with it is that it was overground on one side. And so it was a factory flaw. You know, nothing nobody could do about that, you know, except for replace it. This one's perfect. It's nice and sharp too. It's absolutely beautiful. On the heels, and isn't that classy? Got a titanium backspacer that says Artisan Cutlery on it. That's where they put their name at. That's where they put their billboarding at, and they put their sign right there. Let me see what it says on the blade. Blade says the model number, and it just says Damascus in China. Absolutely beautiful blade. And this doesn't feel like it doesn't even feel like 4 ounces. It feels more like 3 point something ounces. I mean, it feels really light. Perfectly centered. It's a beautiful one. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Josh. I'm gonna have to get together with you. I want another one. I want another one. I'm thinking I'm gonna get the silver one next. So I'm gonna have to get another one from you, Josh. Maybe one more shark. I love the Damascus shark. I think the Damascus shark is the one I like the best. I just love the blade. The blade is beautiful. And see, me myself, I don't have to have the very, very best steel. I know, like we got the M390. What do you call it? The Hornets and the waistlines, and we also got the S35VN Hornets and waistlines. But VG10, a Damascus VG10 that looks like this, that's cooler to me. I think. I mean, it's beautiful. I know the other steels are probably better than this steel. But you know what? I don't have to, do something, cut something 300 times or whatever. You know what I mean? So this will be just fine. I've always had good luck with VG10. I got a lot of Sam 8 VG10 cold steel knives, fixed blades. I think this is an awesome knife. It's beautiful. I don't know if I want to get the black one or the silver one. Because I know this one's got, you know, a lot of wear on it and stuff like that. So I would like to have another one that stays looking new all the time. Or if there's something happened to this one, I have another one to replace it. And that doesn't happen because it'll just be a collector's item. This is a beautiful knife. I absolutely love this one. Absolutely love it. Let's put these away for a second. I just want to bring out the titanium ones I have that are in my drawer right now. Hold on. Just gotta bring these out real quick. As you can tell, I like the black knives. Black, because I like these all because they all have not only black, but they have the black pocket clips, and these ones hide the best out of all the other ones. The other ones, like with the silver and different colors and stuff, it's a little bit too flashy for me, for like something I'm gonna carry to work. These two both have been to work. This went to work twice. Nobody noticed it or anything. This one I've carried to work about, I don't know, for like the last week now, off and on. This one will be going to work too. Now, these are ones that are in my drawer. These are my favorite artisans. The Shark, the Waistline, and the Hornet. These are the ones I like the best. Now I've looked at pretty much all the different models that are like this size, and these are the ones I decided I wanted to check out, because out of the ones I tried out, these were the models I liked the best. I like this one because I just like stilettos. This one is not a knife that you get if you want a slicey blade. If this is a not a slicey blade, it's the opposite of that. This one, very slicey. It can slice. It's very good at cutting. These are very good at cutting. Both of these are very good at cutting, and they also can do the opposite thing too. That's what I like about these. They're both extremely lightweight, and I haven't taken one of these to work yet, but I know this is going to be awesome to take to work. Let's compare the weights on them. These are all the titanium versions. This one right here has S35VN steel. This is the Hornet with S35VN steel, titanium handle. This is the Waistline with M390 steel, titanium handle, and this is the Shark with Damascus, VG10 Damascus. The Hornet first, 4.9 ounces, 4.9 ounces. Waistline, 3.8 ounces, 3.8 ounces. This is going to be the lightest one, huh? The Shark, 4.0. The lightest one is the Waistline. And this has a 4mm thick blade. The second lightest one, 3.8mm blade. The Shark. The heavyweight 4mm blade. Hornet. Let's see how the handle balance is. This one has like the best balance too. This one's a little bit more handle heavy. Right about there. This one was a little bit closer to the finger. That's about, I don't know, maybe it's about the same. This one's really handle heavy. It's way back here. Balance point. Absolutely love them. These are my titaniums. I told you I was going to get one in each steel. That was going to go in my drawer. Got the M390, the S35VN, and the new Damascus. Absolutely love them. This one also says Artisan Cutlery on the titanium backspacer. This one doesn't have a backspacer. It's open. It's probably one reason why it's so light too. 3.8 ounces with a 4.06 inch 4 millimeter thick blade. That's awesome, and it's razor sharp. It's razor sharp. That's about it for those people. And I'd say what the length was. Hold on. 9 inches. 9 inches. The blade is 4 inches. All right, that's it. Let's close this one off. I'm gonna put this one out there for you guys tonight, so you guys can check it out. Absolutely love it. The shark. Don't go into the water. The shark. Beware. Beware the shark. Absolutely love them. Peace out, Stiletto.